Hey, Kenny. Hey, guys. Let me get set up here, get the camera going. Can you hear me okay? Somehow it defaulted back to my laptop audio instead of my blue. Can you hear? Hi, Pacola. Good. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. Hi, Leonie, Kimberly, Faithful Miss. Not salute. Let's see. I'm sure I'm missing Linda, Debbie, Ryan. Welcome, guys. Good day. Must be an Aussie. Hi, Melody. Now, Melody, you get some sleep. Let's see here. Let's move this up just a little. There we go. So, yeah. Gonna do a little haul. Let me preface this by saying I was going to do abandoned places today on hump day. But I'm gonna do a bunch of catch up today. I got all these projects that I haven't shown you that I finished, so I'm gonna do a catch up day today. And then if I have time, I might do some drawing on the scroll, on the art scroll. So yeah. You like my show? Yeah. If y'all did not see, I did a video. Hubster and I went to Hobby Lobby and I made a little video. And by the way, I now know how to up the quality of my iPhone, which I did not have the quality upped on my shopping experience. But now I did it. I upped it. So hopefully the next time Hubster and I do a little live thing, a little out, going out shopping or whatever we do, gardening, whatever. Hopefully now it will be better quality. I'm learning. I just don't do that kind of thing. I'm used to my webcam. When I make videos, it's all on the webcam. At least it has been for the last 10 years. Yeah, he is. He's awesome. He's awesome because he usually doesn't even go in Hobby Lobby with me. I said, I don't think I can film this and push a cart and load up, put things in a cart. I said, so would you mind going in and pushing the cart? He goes, and you're going to talk? You're going to video? You're going to talk? Like he's saying, you're going to talk out in public? I said, I'll talk quietly. And he looked at me like, yeah, that'll be the day. But I did talk quietly. Hi, Green. Let's see. Let's see, Crafty Sisters. Who am I missing? Art in the City Creations. Pacola, Kat, Meri, Holly D. Oh, there's our Terry. You know what that means. I know some people go, why do you do that on stream? Because I want to. Because I want to. So anyway, so he was a good sport about coming in the store with me and pushing the cart for me so that I could film and talk to you guys. I can multitask, but I only have two hands. I guess I could have pushed it with my butt, just scooted it along. But I wanted to film it. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, now I know. Thanks, Kimberly. So now I know how to go in your settings on your iPhone. You go into your settings, go into your camera, and then in the camera settings, there's different qualities. Now, of course, it's going to use up more of your memory, but I have the most memory you can have on a phone. That's for sale, I guess. I'm sure there's some kind of, but anyway, I have high memory on my phone, and then I can also just delete things as I go if I need to. I've got almost 4,000 pictures on my phone, so I can delete some. But I have I don't know what it is. Is it 120 gigs? I don't know. Do you know, Terry? It's like 120, 180 gigs, and I still have 88% left. I looked to make sure. So I have plenty of room for videos, and I can just delete. I don't need to save videos. I can delete videos. The only videos worth saving are my cat ones. No. I mean, on my phone. Okay, thanks, Terry. And hi, Janet. So, and then Janet, I'm blaming this on Janet. I knew that Janet there was a sale. Xandra had posted something that she got some books. I saw Xandra had got some books at Hobby Lobby. And then Janet was going shopping yesterday at Hobby Lobby. And then she messaged me or messaged me. Anyway, I found out how all the sales that were going on. And so I said, well, you know what? And then she was going, you got to save, you save money. Well, anyway, so I said, well, I'm going to make this a challenge. So what I did, hi, Lynette, let's see, Miss CBC, Mitzi, and Kathy G. Let's see, who else am I missing? Let me get a sip of my juice here. Hi, G. G made she made her a set of the folders, the different color folders that we made last week. G made her a set. She posted it on Instagram. So anyway, I said, well, let's make this a challenge. And I said, well, Meri would probably be the one up for this challenge first before anybody. But I didn't even ask Meri, but she did go ahead and say, bring it on Twitter. She goes, bring it on. So my challenge was, while I was shopping, to find $5 worth of stuff and send it to somebody, one of the fibs, friends in the box, send it to one of the fibs and have them do something with the stuff I sent. So I found some stuff. Some of this is going to Meri. And and she said, bring it on. So she's going to, hi, great. Let's see, who else am I missing here? I know she is a good egg. Meri's a good egg. Yeah. And so she will do awesome, Kimberly. So I'm going to send Meri some of this stuff and see what she can do with it in a challenge. Hi, Art. Oh, I already said hi, Art in the City. I don't know if I follow you, Art in the City. Art in the City Creations. I'll have to go look you up later. Hi, Tanya, Molly. I know I'm missing people. Barbara, I come on, and Molly, I come on a little early. Usually don't start till, usually a quarter till or 9. I mean, officially it's 9. Sometimes we start a little early. Hi, Bootsy. We have only one Tuesday in this area. Is it worth 30 miles? My Tuesday morning does not have a lot of stuff, Bootsy. Go on YouTube and look up Tuesday morning walkthroughs or shopping, and you'll see people's different Tuesday mornings. They're different. Mine doesn't have that much crafty stuff. So I don't know. I can't speak for your area because they're all different. So anyway, we come on around 9, but I come on about 8:30 to say good morning to everybody. There's a glare right there. Come on and say good morning to everybody. And yeah, just, be nice, be polite. So some of this is Janet's fault. She told me about the pencil sharpeners, and I did look at the rulers. Janet's Hobby Lobby had all their drafting rulers clearanced out. Mine did not even have one ruler clearanced out. But anyway, if y'all missed it, I did about a 20-minute video, 15 to 20-minute video yesterday, walking through Hobby Lobby. So when y'all get a chance, go like it, thumbs up, because I gotta have people interested, or it doesn't make it worth doing. Nobody wants to see it. Although I think I've already got like 1,000 views on that one. So yeah. So if you like those kind of videos, hi, Darla, where I go out, or where Hubster and I are doing gardening or metal detecting or anything like that, support those videos. Y'all are all here for the lives, but watch those videos so I know that you like them. Because, it is, it's fun to do them, but I want to make sure all you fibs are watching. So, yeah. Watch out, Jenny. Here comes another bus. Oh, you think I'm going to throw Janet under the bus? I did. I totally threw her under the bus. All her fault. the short videos of stuff's a good idea. Laughing. I know, Janet, you think they're funny? I know. We have so much fun. Thank you. Great for watching. Hubster's a laid back guy. He's not animated. He's not, yeah, I mean, he has a very dry sense of humor and he's very funny, but he's not out there like, woo, 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 like I am. You know what I mean, Vern? That's just not, he just doesn't do that, you know. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you like it, Kesh. Yeah. Yeah. And he was a little shocked. I mean, and I've been in retail, you know, as half of our, you know, married life. And he knows that Christmas comes out early. But when he actually saw it at Hobby Lobby, he goes, they're putting out Christmas already? But you know, guys, you got to also realize people in the craft industry, if you're making crafts, you got to have time to make that Christmas stuff. It just doesn't bother me because I was in retail for so long doing the, you know, visual merchandising. And so I put that stuff out in department stores. I put that stuff out early. So I know, you know. You liked how fast I went? Did I go fast? Okay. And again, guys, if you didn't hear a minute ago, I was saying I figured out how to up the quality on my phone. So the next video, I didn't do it on yesterday's, yesterday. I didn't do it on that video, so I didn't know. And then when I got home and I looked at it and I couldn't focus at the store. Now I think you can press and hold and it'll come up with some. I didn't try that at the store because I didn't know about it, but I looked it up. I Googled it and found video information on how to up the quality of your videos on your phone. So I went in the settings, up the quality, and I think there's a way to zoom and stuff like that. I'll have to practice with that, but I did up the quality. So next time I go out, it should be better. But it was fun. It was fun. Not the perfect video, but you know, whose are? Well, there are some that are. Oh, let's see. Oh, thanks, CBC. Thank you. Thank you. It was fun. And like I said, Hubster's a good sport, but he's not one to go, you know, shoving the cart around and being funny. Although I'll go ahead and tell this story. He's very laid back and we have fun with each other. Like, and I know I've told y'all this, it's probably been a while, and he doesn't do it anymore, I guess, because he thinks, you know, maybe he thinks he doesn't want to accidentally run me over. But he used to do things like if he would, you know, for whatever reason, like if he was picking me up or something from somewhere and he pulls the car up, like, you know, he'd pull the car up like this and I'd start to open the door and he'd go, zzz, and then he'd see me run. And then I'd get right up to the door and he'd go, zzz. You know, and I'm laughing so hard about peeing my pants and I'm laughing so hard, but I know people watching are probably thinking, oh, that poor woman, he's not. But it was so funny for us, you know, it's funny for us, but he hasn't done that lately. Like I said, maybe he thinks that I can't do that anymore. I mean, I could, but you know. So anyway, he's really funny, but it's a dry sense of humor. He doesn't go like boisterous out in public. Nothing embarrasses me, you know. And when I was standing at the clearance, you know, where it said clearance on the sign, the actual clearance department, there was a lady standing literally shoulder to shoulder with me looking at stuff. And I'm just talking to my phone and talking to you guys. And she was like sidewinding me, you know, like looking at me sideways. Like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? And I'm just going on and on like nothing. So videoing in public does not embarrass me at all. It just doesn't. I was very careful when I was walking down aisles to tilt my phone like toward the floor. I tried my best not to film anybody, you know. You got Hubster in there for a minute or a second, but I tried not to film anybody's face. Hi, Sharon, Twyla, let's see, Joan, Riri, Dot. But anyway, guys, it was fun. If y'all like that kind of video, if you want me to do more with me and Hubster doing, you know, going out and filming stuff and doing stuff, if you like that, then make sure you watch that one and thumbs up, you know, give me a thumbs up. I know, Janet, I totally know you are embarrassed proof too. Yeah, I I could see you in Australia, Janet, when y'all went on that trip. I bet you were a hoot. Did Zandra and Jen and CB, did you embarrass them, or were they not, or did they not get embarrassed either? Oh, thank you, Terry. Oh, yeah, I know G. I know G usually I think she does like her videos like in between things, like in her car. She does other ones too, but like she was for a while filming all like real quick ones. I mean, she could do a journal flip, a mini journal flip in like 1 minute. I'm not kidding. That woman is like bam, bam. She's got it. She's got that down on the phone. You tried your hardest to behave, Janet. Oh, bless your heart. I bet it was hard for you, wasn't it? Hi, Bootsy. Yeah, well, of course, if somebody said something to me, don't film or something, I'd stop, obviously. Yeah. But nobody said anything to me. And I was real careful not to film any people, their faces. I got a couple people from the back, but yeah. Yeah, he's a great sport, because like I said, he usually doesn't go in Hobby Lobby and Michael's, or he doesn't go in the stores with me. He'll sit out in the car, read, or something, but he doesn't usually go in with me unless I know I'm going to get something where I need him to carry something, but he doesn't usually go in, but he was a good sport about doing it. He doesn't mind. I mean, if I asked him, he doesn't mind. So but we had fun. I mean, I'd look at him. He was grinning every now and then. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the haul, and maybe Janet might stream later if we twist her arm and show us her haul, because she went to Hobby Lobby. I'm blaming this on Janet. I'm telling you, people, throwing her totally under the bus. It's all Janet's fault. And then when Janet comes on, she'll say it's all Eileen's fault. So she'll blame Eileen. That torch gets passed. That throw under the bus torch gets passed. People are under the bus handing the torch to the next. We're handing that torch off from under the bus. Faithful, you're so cute. Faithful finds the best emojis. Oh my goodness. Hi, anybody I'm missing? I said hi to Teresa. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of if you remember, guys, if you want to talk to me, put it in caps. Let's see here. Make sure that you have live chat at the top. Make sure you have live chat. Let's see. And make sure your little settings wheel is at least 720 or 1080p, the HD, because I'm streaming in 1080p. So make sure you have one of those two clicked. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so let me I'm not going to go in the order that I found it at the store, but if you weren't here a few minutes ago, I was talking about that one of the challenges, or a challenge I thought would be fun to do, was with clearance items. And I think I'm going to do this every now and then. I don't know how often Hobby Lobby has their clearance stuff out, but I thought it'd be fun to do a $5 challenge every now and then. And so what I'm going to do is try to gather some things up, $5 worth of stuff. I know there's a glare right here from the light. Let's do $5 challenge and send it to one of the fibs. Well, I thought Meri Altier would be up for a challenge, and sure enough, she watched the video and said, "Bring it on Twitter." She said, "Bring it on." So some of this stuff I'm going to send to Meri. I'll show you what I'm going to send to Meri. Okay, so I got these two watercolor sets. They're both, this is the Fine Touch and this is Master's Touch. Those are Hobby Lobby brands. And they had these marked down. This one was regularly $6.99, marked down to $1.74. And this one was $7.99, marked down to $1.99. This one's called Semi-Moist Watercolor. So, it's probably like, this one's going to be more on the chalkier side, dry side. This one just even looks moist, doesn't it? I know Mary's so fun, isn't she? And she does so many different kind of projects and journaling and sketching, drawing. She does a lot of stuff. So I thought she would be a good guinea pig. I mean, a good friend to do it first. So I'm going to send Mary these two. I did add up. I wanted to make it about $5, but it looks like it's going to be like $7, but I'm still going to do it. I picked out I think $7 worth of stuff. I went $2 over my budget for, but so I'm going to send these two to Mary. This is part of this challenge. I'm going to send her these two watercolor sets. I'll show you what I'm going to send her first. I'm going to send her this artisan acrylic paint marker. They were some of them, now not all of them. The whole, like the individuals, not all the individuals were marked down to 99 cents. But this one's normally $3.99, marked down to 99 cents. So I'm going to send her that. Then I got her this little, I thought this would be good for a junk journal jewelry. So you know how you hang it on a ribbon, make a bookmark, I know, I can't wait to see what she does either, G. So anyway, it's normally $4.99. It was marked down to $1.24. And it's a little like just, the little charm, silver, well, not real silver, but let me lighten up this a little bit. Hang on, guys. Let's get this. There we go. So, and it's got some kind of a green, look jadey look, and has a little bit of glitter into it. You can't see it, but anyway, so I'm going to send her that to maybe make a journal jewelry something. And then I got, let's see. Yeah. Then I got these two things that I'm going to throw in there. And this one is a wrist wrap. I want to see what she's going to do with this stuff, right? And I'm not even sure what the wrist wrap does, how you do it. It's just like some kind of a tie thing around your wrist. And it's got these little charms. It has this is a little starfish, 2 starfish. And this looks like, what is that? Is that I'm not sure if that is it kind of looks like a diver's helmet maybe. But anyway, it was regularly $2.99 for 74 cents. So I got that. And then this one was $3.99, marked down to 99 cents. It's the Artsy, what is it? Artsy brand stencil. So I think that's what it is. A stencil. It was, yeah, stencil. And it's a like wood grain stencil. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, she could maybe make a belly band out of this. Exactly. Sharon, don't give her any ideas. We got to see what she's going to do. Hi, Journey. Kimberly, I know I'm probably missing people. So I'm going to send her this stuff. I'm going to send her the stencil, the wrist wrap, the little charm, this purple. And I didn't know what Mary's favorite color is, but I got her a purple one, and I'm going to send her these 2 sets of watercolors. So she can, you can always use watercolors. So that's going to go to Mary here. And I'll put it in a little box and send that out to her. So I thought that would be fun. Do y'all think that would be fun? Oh, she likes red. Okay. Gold and red. Okay. Well, she's going to work with purple. She's going to work with purple. And she said, bring it on. So she was up for it. So I'm going to send that out to Mary. And then the other things that I got here, I got these because of Janet. Janet told me to look for these. And I said, well, I have Posca pens. And she goes, oh, no, these are different. These are different than Posca pens. So I'm blaming Janet. And so we will see. Yeah, it is a challenge. That's right, Bootsy. It is a challenge. So I'm anxious to try these out because Janet made me. So they're normally $14.99, marked down to $3.74. And they had these 4 color sets. I don't know if they had more or not. These are the only 4 I saw at the store. So I got the metallics and the black and white. Are we focused here, guys? It looks a little fuzzy. It looks a little fuzzy. What's the deal here? Ooh, no, don't go that way. What's wrong with my color here? Something. What's wrong here? Let's, I lost it's probably because of all this white. Well, anyway, we'll see if we can fix this. Let's go take off that white belt. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Got to play with these settings all the time. You're always playing with settings. Okay, thanks, darling. Sip of juice here. So this is a metallic set. It's got silver, gold, I think a bronze. Does it say? They're Xyron free. They're water-based acrylic paint. Permanent and opaque. Works on virtually any surface. Indoor use only. So anyway, there's the metallics, the blues and the greens. Come back light. And oranges, reds, and a kind of a pink here, and then pinks and purple, and then it goes over into a blue. Let's put them in order here. There we go. So they're similar to Aposca, Terry said. Okay, so anyway, I got those because they were clearanced out. You know, we love our clearances, right? The other thing, this one I was kind of surprised at. This one right here. This looked just like the Zig, and I couldn't think of it in the store. The Zig watercolor brushes that Eileen is like one of her favorites. And they look exactly like it. I mean, look, they just look like they changed the name. But these were marked down from $19 to $4.74. We got to compare. We're going to do a comparison. So we're going to compare this. How much were these? These were $3.74. $3.74. Normally $14.99. This, and they had different sets of these. I think they even had a bigger set than this. Yes, I'm going to do a side by side, Terry, of both. I'll do this with the Posca and this with my water brush that I have. And I also have the Arteza watercolor brushes. So we could compare, although I don't, the thing about the real brush, the Zig real brush, is the smaller tip. They're a smaller tip, so they're a little stiffer when you work with them. Yeah, so anyway, they had different sets of these, and I just got this one of 12 colors. I think they had another one with maybe 24, but I didn't really need it, but I wanted to compare it. So I got this set. Then these two sharpeners, this is a General brand. General's, I don't think I've ever used this particular pencil sharpener before, but General is usually a pretty good brand. I like some of their pencils. Their 9XXXB is awesome. I'm trying to think of right where mine might be so I could show it to you, but I don't know if it's in here. Yeah, right here. Okay, so it's a Kimberly, and General and Kimberly, I think, are owned by the same people. But anyway, it's a 9XXB, so it's extra. I mean, it's almost like a charcoal. It's so dark, right? So this is an awesome pencil. So anyway, I also like they also have the woodless graphite, and there's different things that General has. And so we'll test this. It's regularly $3.99 for 3 of them, and it was marked down to 99 cents. Hi, Julie Topaz. Happy hump day. Whoops. And then this Fiskars was normally $2.99, marked down to 74 cents. And Fiskars is usually a good brand. And, I have every kind of pencil sharpener there is because, we do color pencils around here, right? So we'll do a test of this. If we can get it open. It's not peeling. Let's see if I can. There we go. Poke a hole in it. So, and it has the 2 sides. It's got the wide. What is wrong here? Okay. For some reason, when I bring up, maybe I need to turn off that overhead. See how, there we go. Now it came back. The light is back. I just had to stick my hand out there. Or maybe I need to I needed this at the store yesterday. Janet's focus, you freak. Anyway, I did figure out. Zoom in a bit. Okay, Terry. I did figure out, if you missed it, how to up the quality of my camera. So I did figure that out, but not before that video, not before yesterday's video. I did not have it before yesterday's video. Okay. So yeah, I got this. We'll test that little Fiskars and then these little general ones. I usually like metal, metal ruler. I mean, metal pencil sharpeners. Like, where's my little pencil sharpener ball here? There's like these, like the was it M&B? Is it M&B? M&R. M&R. This is just one of the cheap metal ones. And then the little bullet. These are the ones that I usually like when I'm doing color pencils. All right. I got to figure out this here. There we go. So, and I just keep them in this little bowl here like this. So we'll test that out. And the last thing I got, oh, and by the way, if you're just joining and missed what I said at the beginning, I was going to do an abandoned places project today, but because I wanted to do this haul, I wanted to talk about the challenge, and then I have about 4 or 5 different other projects that I wanted to show and catch you up on. Things that I said, well, I'll show that at the end of the stream, and then I never get to it. So today is going to be kind of like a project catch-up day. And so we'll probably do abandoned places, Monday or Tuesday. Oh, no, it won't be Monday because Monday's going to be a short stream. So we'll probably do some coloring or something on Monday because Hubster took off Monday for Father's Day, birthday, because we're going to, unless it's just like stormy and we're supposed to have rain. As long as it's not, stormy, we're supposed to go meet with the kids and have lunch and go to Barnes and Noble and hang out and, have a birthday, Father's Day thing on Monday. So I'm only going to stream for a couple hours on Monday, unless, like I said, if the weather's bad, then we'll just be here and stream. But that was the plan, is to have a short stream on Monday. Hi, Colleen. And so I don't want to do an abandoned place because I don't like to, it's still quick and it's still rushing, but I don't want to have to rush too much. So I won't do that until Wednesday. So we'll plan on next. Oh, thanks, Colleen. I was just saying that if people like that video, to make sure and thumbs up and like it. So, I know that people like it and we'll do more. And I figured out how to up the quality on my iPhone. So next time I do a live, or I keep saying a live, next time I do a phone video, it should be better quality, but yeah. Okay, so the other thing that I got here is these little Avery tabs are normally $5 for $1.24. And the reason I got these, I did finish, and I'm going to show y'all, I did finish washi taping in all of my, extra, Jane Davenport pages. Let's bring that over here. The Jane Davenport, and I'm going to test these in this book because I also moved some of my swatches into here. Now, I didn't re-swatch everything I've ever swatched because I've swatched everything at some time, but the ones that I did with the Arteza and my Cobra pencils, they were in another sketchbook. Well, y'all know I will deconstruct a sketchbook in a blink of an eye. Well, I took those out of the sketchbook and moved them into this one. And so I also thought that maybe I would use these tabs. There's like, there's probably 8 there. It's probably about 8 of each color. I didn't read the box. And I'll tab up here different places that I swatch, just so if I want to get to the swatches, I can get right to them. So I'm going to test these markers. I'm going to test all these in this book. And I'll test these pencil sharpeners, and we'll see how this works out. And then I've also got to show you, I want to show you my big poster that I'm working on. I want to show you my little Ketsia miniature. I want to catch you up on, I have a list. Here's my list of catch-up stuff. So, so we're going to try to catch up on as much stuff as I possibly can today. So, because I keep saying, oh, I'm going to show you this, I'm going to show you that. If there's anything else that I've said I'm going to show and y'all remember it and I haven't showed it, let me know and I'll try to do that today as well. And yeah, Janet's going to show her haul. Don't know what time, depends on Joyce. Okay, so sometime today, be watching for Janet to show her haul and throw Eileen under the bus. It's like a tag team around here, people. You blame somebody, throw them under the bus, tag them. Yeah, ketchup, no mustard. That's right, Julie. So anyway, oh my gosh. And every Hobby Lobby has different things clearanced out at different times by, they're just different. They just clearance out different things. Like the rulers. Janet had all those rulers clearanced out. None of my rulers were clearanced out. So, and the other thing that I didn't see that Janet said, and I just probably was looking in the wrong place, the Fabriano art journals, Janet said were on clearance. And I looked at where I think that they keep those journals next to the papers, and I didn't see any of mine clearanced out either. So I'm waiting. I'm kind of anxious to see Janet's haul to see what kind of sketchbooks she got on clearance. She said they were like 75% off. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do a flip through. So if you weren't here on, what day did we do this on? Did we do this on Monday? Was it only Monday that I did this? Oh my gosh. So I took, and I did keep the cover of the book, even though I totally deconstructed it. So this is the Whimsical Girls Happy Hour Art Journal. And they had like 100 pages of perforated art journal pages that you could color, watercolor, craft colored paper, marker paper, and with Jane's art on it. So what I did is I took them all out of the book and combined it in this Artist Loft, Michael's brand Artist Loft sketchbook. And also had our stickers. So this is the stickers. I added the sticker here. The tree came on the sketchbook. So the sketchbook just had this tree. I added the eye. I added that head there. I added this on the back. Go back to that. I don't know, Janet. I don't really need any paper. But I'll wait and see your haul. I'll wait and see your haul. Hi, Kia. So I, don't have any plans to go back, but we'll see. Hubster's, I'm streaming today. Hubster's birthday, Father's Day things this weekend. So I don't know if I'll get back over there because it probably ends on Saturday. I don't know how the clearance stuff. I don't know. So anyway, color. Thanks, Benny. Thank you. All right. So what I did is, and again, it got dark. What in the world? See, there we go. Come back to me. Come back, light. I'm thinking it might be the overhead light. Let me try to turn the overhead light off. Let's see if that helps bring the light back to its normalcy. I don't know. Did that make a difference? Probably not. I got tons of lights all around me. So I'm going to do a little flip through, and so you can see how I added all the things here. So I added some of her stickers here. It's probably really going to flash out now with the all white paper, but so I went ahead and during Janet's stream on Monday, I went through and did, I told you I was going to washi tape in every one of Jane's pages. I did. I went through, and it took about 2 hours. Took about 2.5 hours to washi tape every single page in. So, yeah. Hang on, guys. Let me play around again. What did Colleen say? Is Colleen going out for a haul? Who are you going to tag in the throw under the bus? All right, so I'm going to show you. So I see how I washi taped that in. So washi taped in each page. So I'm going to just kind of flip quickly. And at the beginning, I did skip a few just to have some blanks at the beginning. So if I want to do some kind of a contents page or something like that. I know, Faithful, you weren't here. I know you were, I think you were traveling on Monday. I didn't see you here anyway. I showed my washi tapes. Everybody threw me under the bus when I showed my washi tapes. Anyway, again, this is the brown paper. So every page is washi taped in. I made a little thing showing that I'm going to put swatches in here. So I kind of just did a quick little swatchy page. Look, it's a mess, but I don't, it's going to be swatches. So, and then I skip a page and then I would put in one of Jane's pages. Then I'd skip a page so I have places to do my own thing in between, right? So Jane's page, skip. Here we go. So, and I used all different kinds of washi tapes, all different colors and just whatever. Washi tape frustrates you? Well, Aunt Beck, if you try to use it like I said this on Monday, if it starts coming up, you're going to have to put some glue under it. Washi tape, I don't think was ever really intended to be like a real true tape holder. It's more decorative. And yeah, I didn't put any glue on it, Terry. But so far, none of it's really coming up. But if any of it does start to come up, then I will glue stick it or just put some glue on my finger and run it down the side. But so far, it's okay. All right, so let me kind of quickly go through here so you can kind of see how I washi tape every single page in, and there's swatches are coming up. All right, so she also had a couple of sheets of this thin collage paper, so I went ahead and put that thin collage paper, just tore it up into strips and pieces and put it in. I put one of her stickers on there and another one of her stickers on this one. Couple of the stickers. This one I tore horizontal and then just put that down there. Yeah, the craft paper is pretty, but it's not true craft paper. It's not like, there's no texture to this. It's like colored paper, right? It's just it's the color of craft paper, but it's not textured like my like this is really textured. My roll. Why? I'm sorry, guys. My lighting just keeps zooming in and out, and I just don't know why. There we go. This has texture to it, right? But the craft color is not textured. Thank you, Picola. All right. So, and again, I just had some little leftovers. These are some strips there, a couple of stickers. I'll use that on the girls there. Let's see, maybe I should there we go. So yeah. Another one, I just tore it up, put it in. Then I have a few blanks here. Okay, then back to washi taping it in. I got a roll of real craft paper at the Dollar Tree. Never seen it there before. Good? Yeah, Kat. It's just shipping paper. The roll of craft paper I have is like shipping paper to wrap ship things in. But I use it to draw on. And maybe if we get time today, if, after I do all my catch-up projects, we might do a little, just to use up some time, do some sketching, a sketch on the craft paper. I call it my scroll art, but I don't ever keep it on the scroll because it's too hard to go back and find it. So I usually end up just cutting it out of the scroll. And I know another thing that we probably won't get to today. Oh, here comes the babies. Is I went through and found a bunch of old art and half-done art on was in a big portfolio, and there's tons of stuff in here. I either need to cut it up or somehow use it, but this thing is huge. I mean, look how big this paper is here. So I need to do something with all that. I don't know if we'll get to that today. Hi, Oliver. I know, baby. I know. You want some pets. Okay. Gonna have to lay down. Gonna have to lay down. All right. So here's where we did. We started swatching. We swatched out Jane's mermaid markers, and we swatched out her watercolor. You know, these little things here. Her little watercolor sets. So I did finish all that, and you know, some of them I think I labeled most of them on the show on Monday. Let's see, I was or 3 of her books. You ordered 3 of her books. Yeah, enable. Yeah. So anyway, these are the mermaid markers, except for this top one. That was one of the off-brand ones that I picked up and started swatching there. And then with just with the touch marker pens, I just started doing practicing my brush lettering. What I'm trying to teach myself is to try to write more straight up and down with the brush lettering, because when I'm brush lettering, it's very easy to try to write sideways, and my own personal handwriting is straight up and down. Like you can see it here, it's straight up and down. And so I'm trying to teach myself to write straight up and down in the brush lettering rather than the angle, just so it's more cohesive, you know. What am I doing? Let's see here. Something. Hang on, guys. Now Cat's going to come in here and move everything. Okay. All right. So I started swatching that. Here's the rest of them. I started painting with the brush markers these girls' hair. Now, this is weird because I think this was the color book paper, and I tried to do this, tried to do her brush mermaid markers. Her mermaid markers on this paper of hers. This is on the sketchbook paper, and it won't move. It won't move with water. So I went back in here with watercolor and colored the skin a little bit with watercolor, because those mermaid markers would not move on this paper. The watercolor did. I went back with her watercolors. The watercolor moved, but the mermaid markers did not move on this paper with water. So yeah, then here's some more. These are these are all the mermaid markers, and I did write on here what they were. Okay, skip a couple pages. Now we're into, and I put JD, Jane Davenport, WC, and this is the gold set. The set that's in gold. That's how I distinguished them. Now, I'm not finished with all my watercolors, all the sets or anything like that, but I am going to put as many swatches in here. Yeah, it was for pencil. One of the girls said, Terry, on Monday, that that particular paper was for color pencil. So then I just wrote this out. I just wrote all the colors out here in black. So these are all the different colors in that set. Here's the rest of them. Then here's one of her papers in between. As you can see, I've washi taped everything in. Then here is the aqua set. Here, let me just show you the 3 sets. So this is the gold set, the aqua set, and the teal set. That's what I'm calling them anyway. So I just labeled them like that. And then wrote out all the names with black pen. It was fun. It was fun to do this. They should move, or do you really know? Hi, Cheryl. Well, they move, but just not on that particular kind of paper. Okay, so again, and then this is the teal set. Another one of Jane's papers in between. Washi taped in. I used a lot of gold. I like that gold because it doesn't, conflict with the swatching. Then now I'm into my Artezas. Okay, so what I did, if y'all remember from a couple weeks ago, I swatched out all my Arteza watercolors and all my, what are they called here? All my Black Widow, all the Black Widow pencils. And I've swatched them out Wait a minute, who's honking out here? I don't know. I think somebody's just picking up somebody. I just hear a lot of honking out there. And these were in my sketchbook. These were in the other sketchbook that I'd done these in. Hi, Kia. Hi, Suze. Hi, Suze. Hopefully, she said BRB. Hopefully you're feeling better or getting well anyway. So I just cut them out of the sketchbook and taped them in here. So I didn't want to redo these. I didn't want to redo them all. So I just taped them all onto one page. So all of this is taped to one page. Just multiple strips of washi tape, but they're all on the same page. So I got my Arteza watercolors in here. Then I did the same thing with the gouache. So these are all the Arteza gouache. So those are swatched in here all on one page. Okay. Oh, thanks, Karen. Yeah. And then now we're back to another Jane page that has been taped in. And then these are the Black Widow dark tone set, the Black Widow light skin tone sets. And then skip a couple pages here. And then here's all the rest of the Black Widow. This is the Cobras. These are the Cobras. These are the Scorpions. And these are the Spider. So those are all the Black Widow colors. And again, I had already swatched these out in a sketchbook. So I just cut them out of the sketchbook and taped them all in here. So they're all in one thing. And so what I want to do is so here, is this where, no, here is where I'm trying to find where here we go. No, here we go. I'm trying to find where the swatches start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and let's see, I think I'll do it at the end. So I'm going to tab these. So here is the mermaid markers, these are the watercolors, and I'll just put like 3 different, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so there's that one. And then I want to get over to the watercolor set. And the tabs are clear, so I can go right over the top here. Okay. Then I want to go over to, so those are all the Jane. Then here we're back to the Arteza. So I want to go back to this one, start over again. Okay, I think I should stick it up here though. Wait, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess I do want to do it right here. It's not going to be quite as tall. Maybe I should go back here. So I want to just tab all the different sets. Okay, so the next one is purple. And then the Black Widows. So I'll just have these tabs to be able to get right over to the different ones, right? Like that. So I know where the swatches are. Oh, I wanted to prop that up. Okay, I'm going to do... Are you still in the rehab, Suze? Are you still in rehab? So there's that. And then now we're getting back just into Jane pages every 3rd page. So again, washi tape them all with different washi tapes just to make them colorful and bright. I haven't had a chance to really use them much, Barbara, to compare, to blend. I need to do a blend test. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I can't really say yay or nay on the Black Widows yet. So there we go. Another one here. Another one. It's washi tape here and here. Hi, Kathy. Anybody else popping in I missed? Devon Rex. Kind of just glancing. You're home? Oh, well, good, Suze. I'm glad you're home. Out of rehab. Floral. Love that floral one. And I did skip 2 pages here. Then this black and white stripe. So again, it took me a couple hours to tape all these in. And now I can go in and play in the journal, right? Other than, the swatching that I've already done. And I can use the rest of these tabs on different sections. I'll just put them in my little basket right there. So I had fun doing it. Like I said, it was during Monday when I watched Janet's show. I just sat here for about 2 hours. It took about 2 hours to tape all these pages in front and back. So I just wanted to do a flip for you guys. And all these pages are from that Jane Davenport book that I showed you. They're very colorful. They're just, eye candy and inspiring you just to go for it. Make a mess, play, not be intimidated by your pages, I did a marker test on her, and it does bleed through just slightly. It kind of ghosts through, but I don't care on these pages because look, it'll just add more color to it if it does. Okay. So just all taped. So this will be a very useful color testing. I'm going to test those new markers in here. I like this washi tape with the sparkle, the fingernail polish, and lipstick. I thought that was perfect for this girl page. And this is the watercolor paper now that we're into. These are all watercolor papers. And this is the last one, I think, with the owls here. And then I put another sticker here. And then you can see how it's bulked up some. You can see here and here. But if you do things front and back, back and front, if you have it front and back in some kind of journal, that's true. The magazine journal, your Dilution journal. If you do it front, back and front, and work in different sections, it's not going to warp the spine. It's going to bulk, but it won't warp it. Okay, so there's that. And again, I'm using this. I got this little Jane Davenport pen holder on clearance. So that kind of holds, I put the band on it, holds it shut. So yeah, so there's my little Jane Davenport art journal. You can get it on Amazon, probably the cheapest, Diana. Amazon will have it the cheapest. You can get it at Michael's. I haven't seen it at Hobby Lobby. Not saying it's never there. But the thing about Michael's is you can't use a 40% coupon on books at Michael's. So you might look on Amazon. Let me show you the book again in case y'all want to see it. This is the book that I deconstructed. And the ISBN is 978-164-021-0141. But just put in Jane Davenport on Amazon, and you'll be able to find it. Hi, Danielle, Shelly, Kim D. Terry just put in the link. Thank you, Miss Terry. All right, so let's do some testing of some of these. Let's start with these brush markers, shall we? So I'm going to compare them to the real brush markers. I did move my real brush markers back into this little, I know I moved them out of this. I moved them out of this little case and put them in one of the big cases with my Arteza. But I'm just going to be honest with you. The Artezas, and I'll show you how I'm storing those in a minute. The Arteza caps are so fat. It was so hard to get them in and out of a pencil case because of the fatness. I probably would recommend, if anybody has the full set of Arteza watercolor water brush markers, if you have these and bought them with the case that they can come with, then you probably want to do that. If you like having your pens and pencils and all that in cases, the Arteza cases probably have loops that are big enough and far enough apart to accommodate those fat lids. So it might behoove you, if you're buying the full set of these, to get it with the case. I don't know how much more expensive it is with the case, but I just bought the box of them and I tried to put them in a pencil case and it just didn't work. You have the case, Faithful? Yeah, it's great. Because see, and you have room, right? Do you have room in that case that accommodates these fat lids? They just don't work well in your regular pencil case. So yeah, so Faithful Girl, Color with Faithful Girl said that it's good with the case. She has the case. So what I did with mine, and I'll go ahead and show you here. I got to stand up. I took mine out of I had them in a pencil case, and I just put them in a box. I put them in one of these I don't know, a Happy Planner came in it or something. And but I kept this box. It was a nice sturdy box. So I just stuck them in here and I keep it on its side. You probably should keep your markers like this on their sides. If you put them standing up like this, they're going to drain down. So and if you tilt them down, they can, pull up. So I keep them on the side in this box like this. I mean, I'll set them here for now to do some tests, or if I'm playing with them, I'll stand them up, but I store them on their side. Same thing for all my markers. I store all my markers on their sides. If they're in a case like this, it lies flat, Okay, so these are my real brush markers, the Zig Clean Color real brush markers. And I want to compare those to these Hobby Lobby clearanced out ones that, I just keep this up here on my build, my pencil and marker build that I built out of foam core board up here. I've shown it a bunch of times. Is there anybody here that hasn't seen it? Because, I'll show it to you if you haven't. But anyway, so I just keep these sitting up at the top up there on their side, and I can pull them out. And yeah. All right, so now we're going to test these. These are Hobby Lobby's flexible. They're not a Hobby Lobby brand, but they're flexible brush markers, and they look so much like the real brush markers that I bought a pack specifically to test. All right, so we're going to take these out, and I don't ever keep these little things like this. It's way too much trouble to use them when they're in something like this. But I will, I'll probably try to squeeze them in here. I don't know. But let's compare them. All right, so again, they were normally $18.99, 12 pack for $4.74. So yeah, I got those. And again, they had different size sets. I just got this one for the purpose of testing them. So let's get, all right, so I got let's get a green. Now I can tell some of the colors are different. Obviously you get, like I see some neons here. Now I don't have every Zig color. I think I have 30 Zig colors. So there may be more Zig colors that correspond to these better. There's also, I don't see any color names on them. Let's see if I'm going to try to match up maybe a green or something close. I'm trying to find something, kind of similar. I want to try to find two that are pretty similar. Those are the grays. Oh, what color is this one? That's purple. That's a blue. Let's see. What can I find here that's similar? Don't have that green. Maybe just a brown. Maybe a brown. Oh, well. Okay. We'll just go with, a green. They're not the same green. I was trying to get them as close as I could. All right. So, and I don't know if my Zig, how much ink is still in any of the, or watercolors in any of these, because I do use these. And so some of them may be more dry than others. If I pull out one that's a little dry, I'll get a different color because I want to compare them to a new moist pen. All right. So let's first look at the barrels and the caps and everything like that. I don't know if it'll be better. Yeah, it'll be better on here so you can see. Okay, so this one, the Kuretake Zig Kuretake Real Brush Clean Color Marker, watercolor brush marker. And these do have the colors on them. It says deep green. It has the barcode because you can buy these individually. Okay, you can buy these individually. On the flexible brush, it has none of that information. All it says is watercolor painting ink, Ang Washington writing. Writing is fluent. Water-based ink. The tip is easy to control. That's exactly what it says on there. Okay. Now let's look at how they compare. The barrels look exactly the same. Okay. All right. The same size. It looks like the exact same lids. Exact same lids. Okay, they have the same lids here. This one looks a little taller. Okay, so this cap just has a little bit more plastic at the top. Can you see how the plastic is just cut down a tiny bit on the top? The Zigs have no, they don't. I put that on there. I was going to say they have a colored dot on the top, but I put those dots on there myself. So I don't think I don't think they have any color on. I think I put all those on there myself. But the caps, the plastic on the cap of the Zig is just a little taller. There's like a little bit more plastic at the top. Okay. All right. But otherwise the caps look the same shape and everything. All right, so now let's take the lids off. All right, that goes here. This one goes over here, and let's compare. Okay, I'm going to keep the Zig on this side, and over here is the flex. They're called flexible brush. All right, they look they look almost identical. If not, I'm trying to look at the holes. If they're not identical, maybe it looks like there might be a little bit more plastic ring than this one has, but very close you can't really tell the difference. Can y'all see that? Okay. The Zig, it looks like possibly, let me get one more color just to make sure it's not just one. The Zigs might be like a millimeter shorter. I got these two are the flex nibs here. This is the Zig. The Zig might be like a millimeter shorter in length. I'm trying to get, can y'all see that? See the difference? There we go. Just a tiny bit shorter. Maybe a little thinner. And the red looks a little thinner, a little fatter than this green out of the same set. So I'm not sure about that. So we'll kind of test that. But I'm trying to compare green to green here. So if you can tell that one, the Zig is a little shorter and probably going to be a little stiffer than the other one, but we're going to test. All right, so now let's go to a test page here. Let's go behind the ones that I've already done here. Okay, and we're going to go to a new swatch, because I'll swatch all these out and label them and name them all. Okay, so let's go over here. All right, so I'm going to write. Let me get a brush. Let me do it. I'm using. Do I have my black in there? Yeah. Okay, so these are going to be my Zig. Am I missing anything? We good? Hi, Roesta. Oh, okay, so these are going to be the Zig Clean Color. Again, I'm trying to practice my brush lettering vertical. And when you do your brush lettering, do not write as fast as I'm doing. You should go really slow and think about each letter. I'm just, you know, going kind of fast. We good? All right. And then on this side, I'm going to do the, I'll just put HL for Hobby Lobby because that's where I got it. Flex brush, flexible. So we can do comparisons. And I'm not going to swatch them all out for you now, but you'll be able to see the comparison. Okay, so here is a Zig real brush. And again, I'm not sure how much ink is in it because these I use more. You know, I've used them a while. Okay, let me get a water brush. And it does, you know, feather out nicely. And again, they do have the names on the zigs. Okay, this goes with my water brush. So this one is called Deep Green. So, and these are more expensive, guys. I'm not going to lie. The Zig Kuritakis are not cheap. They're probably between $3 and $4 a pen. Okay. Now on the flexible, let's give this a try. And again, this is sketchbook paper, so it's a little textury. They kind of feel the same, but again, I don't know how much I've used this one compared to this, which should be perfectly full. Okay, and again, it's not dissolving as quickly. It's not dissolving as quickly. So I don't know if it's this color. We're going to try another color. Okay. So let's see. Let's try. Let's see, got a red here, a pink. What color do I want to test? I was trying to keep them similar. Okay, so this one is pink. And let's do a pink. All right, so we're going to do a couple of tests. Yeah. But they're more expensive too. Even when if these were not on sale, you know, they're $20 for 12. So you're looking at probably what, $2 each for these. The zigs are between $3 and $4 each. And that's on a good sale, you know, Blick or something like that. Okay. And obviously you're not going to be able to buy these individually. I don't think there's no UPC code or anything on it. Okay. So again, and I'm trying to make it like on the sketchbook paper. I'm trying to get it as saturated as I can. Okay, now let's water brush that. And it's really dissolving. It's like you can't see brush lines. It totally dissolves. Okay, with the zig. Totally dissolves. Yeah, the zigs you can buy individually. I'm talking about the flexibles. I don't think you can buy these individually. These I know you can. I know you can buy the zigs. Zigs are $3.99 for each on Blick. Thank you, Terry. Yeah. These, I mean, I don't think you can buy individually. Okay, so this is the Flex. Okay, and it's feels a little drier already. I mean, it's harder to get more down. You know, remember, these were clearanced out, guys. No telling, you know, they could have been old too. All right, so let's see. And I should try it on a smooth paper. See, look, it's not wanting to dissolve. Can y'all see that? Look, it's my paper's starting to pill. because I'm trying to make that move. All right, let's get a smooth piece of paper. Let me get a, like a smooth cardstock or something here. Okay, here, let's get a smooth piece of cardstock and try the two. All right, so here we go. So this one's the zig. Let's wet it. Okay, this is just a smooth piece of cardstock. Now let's do the flex nib, and they are two different colors. All right, it's going down a little better on here, but it feels like it's a little dry. I might have got one here that's a little, I'll test another one. That one just may be also a little old. But look, see how it does not want to move? That does not want to move at all. Okay. Faithful, I know. All right, let's just test another color because that I might have just got a let's do, is this the same color? Is that a different color? Yeah, this is a, is that, oh no, I can't tell. Is that the same color? I got two pinks here. I don't know which one I used. Let's go with blue. Here. Let's go with the blue. Also purpley blue. All right, see, that one's a little more juicy. So that pink might have just been wearing, old or dried out. But look, see, it does not want to move. Okay. So I can't recommend these, although they're on clearance. They're probably on clearance for a reason, guys. All right. So they are really no comparison, in my opinion. Let's do a purple over here. This one is it's a purpley blue. It says blue, but it's kind of a purpley. Let's test this one. See, even on this kind of textured sketchbook paper, it's coming out more. And look, it just wants to it's like really moving a lot. And it's not leaving any brush marks. So if you want one of these, then you want to get the zig. Now we're going to compare, and I think we already did do a little slight comparison of the zigs to the, let me clean off my brush here, to the Arteza. Yeah, definitely not real watercolor. Yeah, huge difference. Exactly. Well, that's why we're doing this, right? So I think I want to keep this in here just so I know a different type of paper. So let's get a piece of washi tape. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Here's some pretty flower. So let's just washi tape this in. There we go. So we can see on smooth paper. So let me get a pen, just a regular pen. Smooth. I'm just going to write down here smooth cardstock. And I'll continue on I'll probably just swatch these colors just like right there with these. But on my zigs, I will probably do a full on, swatch of them because I do have like 30 colors of those. Okay, so now I keep wanting to, that's a piece of ink there. I keep trying to scratch that up. Okay, so now let's go over, and I want another kind of blank page here because I do have a lot of Artezas, and I am going to swatch these out. So let's write on here. Arteza real. I'll go over here because it's going to take up 2 pages. I won't do them all now, guys. I didn't do that right. That should be thick and thin, but okay. So you have to really think about your letters when you're doing them. Don't try to rush through. Okay. Again, I'm not going to do them all now. I just want to compare. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Ann. Sherry Ann. Lisa. I know I'm missing people. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Artese and I'll take it in. What colors do we do? Pink and green. Let's do a pink and a green. And again, I have all the colors. I think there's 72. All right, so let's test a pink here. I should have got a darker color, I think. Now this pen, that'll smear. I shouldn't have done that, I guess, till after I... Where's my water brush? Where's my water brush? Set it down somewhere. Where did I put it? Where my water brush went. I didn't file it away. Well, I got another one. Did it roll back there? No. I don't know where my water brush rolled to. Well, let me just get another one then. Did it roll off on the floor? Oh, here it is over here. Okay. All right. All right. So the Artesia is not wanting to move either, but I might have waited too long. I might have let it dry. I don't know. Let's do a little more. Okay. Let me get a different pink. Let me get something a little darker that'll show up. Here, let's get this color. Okay, it's going down okay. It's not quite as juicy as the real brush, in my opinion. But look, see, look, it's not going to move either. Okay, so the Artesias are not going to move either. They're not going to move like the real brush. Okay, but again, your real brush, let me connect these two so that I know that that goes with this. That's not the Zig. This is the Artesia real brush. They're way cheaper. They're way cheaper. Well, let's do a test with. Let's go back over here somewhere where we can have another test. All right, let's do let's do one of each. So just for a comparison. Okay, so we're going to do the Artesa. Do maybe a couple colors. We'll do the Zig. We'll do the Flex. What's it called? Flexible. And then we'll do the Super Tips, which these are all water-based. Okay, we'll do those 4. You found that they worked on watercolor paper. Okay, let's do a watercolor paper test. Okay, so, and we'll use the rough side. We'll use the rough side. Let's get some washi tape here. I tore it, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll do the 4 on watercolor paper as well. I don't know. Is this interesting to anybody? You know, seeing the different. I'm just going to just flat out tape this in. Okay. All right, here we go. So let's go with a pink or a purple. All right, let me get let's see what color do we have over here. Okay, we have the flexible purple. It's like a purple. So we're going to go, that's the flexible. Let's get a purple in the Artesa. Okay. And let's get a Zig purple and a Super Tip purple. Now, all my Super Tips, these are all kind of iffy. I never know if it's a good one or not, but I've got duplicates, so we'll see. All right, so there we go. There's our 4 different ones. Thanks, Holly D. Okay, so let's get our water brush. I got water in there. All right, so let's do one of each. We'll start, and I'm going to do them each on, let me go ahead and write it down here. So I got to keep it organized. This is how I would do it if you weren't here. Okay, so then we'll do the Artesa, the Zig, and this is on watercolor paper. Zig, flexible, and the super tip. See, this is what this book is good for, this kind of thing. Welcome back, Suze. All right, so we're going to start with the artisan. What I'm going to do is put it down on both and wet it. So let's go ahead and start with that. So this is just on the sketchbook paper. And it's moving, but you can still see it. See what I'm talking about? All right, so let's try the Arteza on watercolor paper. It's kind of doing the same thing. It's not completely dissolving. But again, depends on what you want to use them for. I got them to use in color books. I did not buy these Artezas to use as fine art. So, you know, just know. Okay, now let's go with our Zig real brush. Let's put the Zig down first. And it's just juicier, just from the get-go. Okay, and it does dissolve. This is on sketchbook paper. Here's the Zig on watercolor paper. And it does just completely dissolve, guys. I'm sure you can see that, right? All right, let me get my Kleenex, clean off my brush here. All right, then let's do the flexible. And I'm adding even a little extra amount. I'm not squeezing any water out, but I'm, putting more water to the paper. All right, here it is on watercolor paper. Put a good amount down. Put as much water as I can. But you can see it's still not dissolving like the Zig. Okay, now let's do the Crayola Super Tip. And it's completely dissolving. The paper is pilling just a little bit because I'm having to kind of rub it, but it did dissolve. All right, here's a Super Tip on watercolor paper. Of course, it's not a real fair comparison because a Super Tip is not a brush marker. It's a bullet tip, but look how it dissolves. I would have to say, if you're going to get something other than, where's the lid? If you're going to get something other than a Zig, go with the Super Tips. Go with the Super Tips. The Crayola Super Tips, although they're not a brush. But the thing about the Super Tips as well, let me get this dry here. I got a little bit of water. The thing about the Super Tips, you can also use them for brush lettering. Yeah, stick with Crayola. Yeah. All right, so let's see. This is still wet here. Okay, let's just do, I'm just going to write Super Tip here. Well, that's not a very good S. Let's try to do that again. Thin on the upstroke, pressure on the downstroke. Thin on the upstroke, pressure on the downstroke. Thin on the up, pressure on the down. Up, down, up, down. Whoops, see, I didn't do that. Should have been thin on the upstroke. You got to think. You got to really think about it. All right, so did any go through the other side? Well, the Super Tip did not. Well, it's probably going to depend on how much water you put on it, too. I wasn't being careful. Of course, obviously, the watercolor paper, it's not going to go through. Not going through on the watercolor paper. Let's look here. None of it went through. I could, it's buckling on the sketchbook paper. It's buckling because of the amount of water, but I don't think any of them went through. See, it just buckled a little, but they're not good. They don't come through the paper. Okay. I don't like this blue. I'm going to have to remove this. It's and I don't have OCD or anything. But that blue, that teal color is annoying me next to this purple. It needs another color of washi tape. Hang on. Let's see. A floral, something purpley, something else. Let's see. Blue or purple. Whoops. Okay, this will do. It was bothering you too? Great. Yeah. So this is kind of a bluey purple here. That's better. Okay, there we go. I know it's dumb, but okay. So anyway, there is our comparison with the Arteza, Zig, Flexible, and Super Tips. So my best recommendation would be, if you can't afford the real brush, the Zig real brush, at $3.99 each, then get the Super Tips. You can get a pack of 100. Like, let me reach over here for my box. I have another box here. This is my Scoobs box. Scooby sent me this box. I use it. I literally use these every day. I use them for highlighting. I use them for brush mark. I love my Super Tips. Okay, so and they're just water-based, so obviously. So okay, let's see. Yes. Yeah, boss of my journal. Yeah, and there's Eileen. Exactly, Eileen. But I thought, since these were only what were they, $4 or something? Regularly $18.99. They are not, to me, these are not worth $18.99. I mean, they're a knockoff. They're a knockoff of the Zig, but they are not Zigs. All right, let me throw a rubber band around these. And I'm not being like, oh yeah, but I'm probably give these away. And again, I'm not trying to like pawn off some crap stuff on anybody. It's just that I won't use them. Oh, let's move my. Okay. All right. What does it mean? Obsessive cleaning disorder, OCD? Is it? No, I don't think it means obsessive cleaning disorder. I forget what it means, but you're obsessive. The O part's right. You'll have to Google it. Okay, so now that we tested the water-based things here, let's put that away. Oh, you know what I did not test? I did not test the Color It. Anne and I did a swap. Anne sent me these Color It water-based. Let's do a test with these two. And Mama Fruit Bat sent me these, and I sent her my Blick alcohol-based markers. We did a swap. So let's test these. How about that? Let's test the purple. So let's go ahead, and we can make a little sidebar here. Let's see, where is my regular pen? Here we go. All right, so I'll just do it sideways here. We'll do Color It. Is it called Color It? Where's it? Color It. Yeah, these are, it's kind of like the Arteza type stuff, but we'll test these. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Thank you, Kathy. I know it wasn't cleaning. But, I couldn't remember. Okay, so we're going to test the Color It there. And let's put these back up here out of my way. Uh-oh, come back here, Arteza. Well, I'll just move that. Okay. And then we'll test it here on the watercolor paper as well. Okay, so we're going to test the Color It. And these are the only colors I have, but these are supposedly pretty good. The Color It's will go through, Ian? Okay, well, we'll find out. Okay, so here we go. Let's put down some Color It and the water. They do dissolve better. Not quite as well as the zigs, but they definitely dissolve better than the flexible or the Arteza. Okay, so let's do it on the watercolor paper. Again, they dissolve better, but not 100%, not like the zigs or the super tips even. So there you can see. Can y'all see they dissolve better, but they're still not 100%. The super tips do the best on sketchbook paper and on watercolor paper, although the colorists do okay on watercolor paper. But the zig of these markers, the zig, does the best on the watercolor. The zig is supposed to be real watercolor. Okay, they say that they are a watercolor, not just a water-based marker. Okay. Yeah. The super tips do awesome. Okay, so that's the colorists. All right, now let's see. Let me put these gel pens up. We're not testing gel pens today. Let's put that back up there. All right. Now, so like I said, I'll end up giving these away, guys. And I'm not trying to pawn off some crap markers on anybody, but they'll probably work fine for a color book. Oh, Ian said something. No, it doesn't go through, Ian. But it may on a color book. Again, guys, let me get a Creative Haven. Hang on. Let me just grab a Creative Haven color book. This is one I cut up and tear out and do stuff like, look, see, using different butterflies on there. Let's just do a little test here and see if it goes through. Let's get a green on these little lizards here. Because this is why I bought the Arteza. Let me get another green Arteza. This is why I bought the Arteza. It was for color books. You would need a brush with alcohol in it, and yeah. See, these are water based, so I wouldn't want to mix all the alcohol. I ain't doing none of that stuff. That's just me. Okay, so let's just color in here. This is with the flex, and see, it's going down fine. As just now, will it go through? Maybe we'll see. Just a minute. But this is why I bought all these things for a color book. I'm not buying them to do watercolor paintings. Never intended any of them to do watercolor paintings with the Arteza or any of these. Okay, let's just try to do a little, see how much they'll blend. Let's get a yellow. Well, I don't, it's a neon yellow, but okay. All right, so let's put a little bit that, and let's kind of, yeah, see, they're not going to want to blend at all. They won't blend. Okay, so there's a little bit with the flex, right? Now let's go with the Arteza. Okay, again, it's just a flat color. Will it go through? It may. I want to do a blend test too, though, here. Let's get a yellow. Yeah, see, they're not wanting to blend at all. Let's do a little test with, let's lay down some water and do a wet in wet. Okay, so let's put some, let's clean the brush. Get that purple on there. All right, let's clean the brush. And let's try a wet in wet. See how it feathers and all. And let's see how it blends with wet and wet. Still doesn't blend. Okay. Just doing a little bit of different testing here. All right. Let's do a wet and wet on with the flex. It just moves like you would expect. Doesn't really want to blend. I mean, I could probably make it, pill paper it up. Okay, so there's the flex. Now let's do a little Crayola. Let's do a green. A green here. And a yellow. All right. Oh, wait. Let's just do a regular. These are the super tips. Oh, it's a total different green. Let me see if I can get a better green here. Let's do regular. Oh, that's another dark green. I'll get a light green. There we go. Get a more true green to what I'm doing. Okay, so these are the Crayola, and they're real juicy. The Crayolas are real juicy. Let's see if I can do a little blend right here on the tail. Oh, I got orange. Eee. Let's do another Crayola test over here. Oh, wait, let's put a little down so I can see if it'll. It's blending slightly. It's blending more than the other two. Okay, so there's the Crayola. All right, now let's see what happened here on the go through. Okay, so all of them went through Creative Haven paper, which is thin. Creative Haven is thin paper. But again, it could be because of how much water I added. Remember, I went in there with the water brush. So that could be it. But, you know, you got to be careful with any color book paper. But anyway, so my Artezas, the reason I bought my Artezas was for the purpose of coloring on color books, not to do, you know, not to do watercolor paintings. Oh, you know what? I should keep this here. Let's tip this in. Why not do a tip in? Let's cut this down so it'll fit. And it can be another little test page. I'll write on here, I'll leave space on the top. Creative Haven book. Just a little bit of space here. Okay, so let's do. There we go. Creative Haven test sheet. Okay. Still with the tour, people? All right, let's see here. Let's grab so that we're not conflicting with the red. See, all right, look. See how this one's coming up a little? This particular washi tape, this red one, which I probably had for 10 years, it is starting to come up. So that's where I need to glue it down. Okay, so I'm going to use this gold. Oh, this is a paper kind. I didn't mean to pick this one, but that's okay. It's the kind that has the paper backing, which, you know, it's probably the best stickiness of them all. Okay. And do a little test. Have a test sheet. Hang on the back of the posterity. So funny. All right. So. All right. So there's some test sheet there. Creative Haven test sheet. So now this is what I was talking about. See how this is coming up? So this is how I would address that. You could, well, let me just go with the glue stick now. But you could use your tacky glue, put some tacky glue on your finger and just run it across there. I'm just going to go with a glue stick here and just run it along the edge of that washi tape. Washi tape's not meant to really, you know, it's meant as decorative. So let's just be honest there. Okay, so let's see. Am I missing people coming in? Shelly, who else am I seeing? All right, so there we go. So we did that. We did the watercolor test, which these are going to be given away. We did a flip through of this book. I have not, let's do a quick test of these two pencil sharpeners real quick. Let's move these out of the way. I'm trying to keep shuffling here so I have room on my desk. That's a cat accident waiting to happen there. Let's just do a regular Prismacolor here. All right, it's a little fuzzy. I don't know here, people. Does it look okay? It looks a little fuzzy is the best way to say it. Maybe I just need to turn the brightness down just there, just a tad. Okay, so let's take a Prismacolor. We're going to test it on both sides here. So we're going to test it on the small side. Okay. Nice sharp point there. Looks like that whimsical gal is Leary of the Lizards. It does, doesn't it? Look, she's giving him the eye. Okay, so let's just get another pencil. Oh, let's get a white here. All right, so now let's test the wide side. That makes the shorter, stubbier. Okay, so we got the two Fiskars one. Let's get another one. Well, I'm just digging in my stubs here. And now let's test the little general one. And the general one did it really nice and even. Maybe I'll just sharpen this one a little bit more just to see if it comes out a little more even. So yeah, I actually kind of like the general one better than the Fiskars. But, anyway, a couple of another pencil sharpeners that were like a 99¢. Okay, so now we're going to test these Hobby Lobby clearanced out artisans. Artisan. Not to be confused with the artisan. Okay, not to be confused with the artisan. All right, so let's go over here. Let's make another swatch page. Probably need to put another tab on here. Let's see, what am I? Oh, there's a pencil in there. All right, so did I have my 3? I got to start over with, what's the first color? Blue. All right, I'm going to start over here with another tab. You could be much more organized in this book than I am. I'm kind of just throwing it together, but I kind of like it that way. Then you don't feel pressure, All right, so let's test the metallics. Let's compare the metallic to the Posca. I'm going to compare these to Posca, right? So this will be the art. And then we'll do Posca over here. Oh, look, I spelt it wrong. Little dyslexia going on there. Backwards. I was thinking about the writing, not the spelling. Okay. You want to know how they smell? Okay. All right. Hang on. So we're going to compare. Let's see. Let me get let's try the gold. So I got a gold Posca, and we're going to try, and I don't know if you have to shake these or what we got to do. It says that they're water-based. Yeah, it says shake. So we got to get these babies going, just like we do the Posca. So let's pump them and shake them. Okay, so here's the sound of the artisan. Here's the sound of the Posca. So you can always tell that this has got like almost like a steel ball in there. I don't know what this one's got in there. It's like cardboard. No, I don't know. But they are, obviously, it's starting to come out. I'm not shaking it under the camera. Do you notice the extra nib? The extra nib? There's an extra nib in here? No, I didn't notice. Oh, they have extra nibs on the, is that an extra nib on the cap? Oh, it is. I did not notice that. Thank you, Janet. Look, it's got an extra nib on the cap. Now, how long is that going to stay on there? No, I mean, it's awesome that they did that. But, really, is that going to hang on there very much? I don't know. We'll see. No, I did not know. Thanks, Janet. Okay, I'm still pumping here. Forever if you use them. Okay, so here we go. So here's the artisan. Okay, there's the artisan. And again, this is on sketchbook paper, right? Which has a little bit of a tooth to it. Okay, I did not notice that. Okay, so it says conforms to whatever code, Xylon-free, low odor, water-based acrylic paint, permanent and opaque, works on virtually any surface, indoor only. So we're going to test the waterproofness of it. I don't smell it at all. It has no odor to me. Okay, so now we're going to go over here to the Posca. This is let me get the thicker tip one. Let's get the wider one. I've got them both. So let's just, because this is a pretty wide tip. So we're going to go with the wide tip. Okay. For one thing, the Posca is much more gold. This is more of a bronzy gold. Posca is much more gold. I can smell it a little bit if I stick it right up to my nose, but really I can't smell anything. And it's all in Japanese, so I can't tell you any of the specs other than it's Mitsubishi Pencil Company Ltd, made in Japan. I don't really smell anything, but, and that's just my other paint on there. Okay, so now let's test the water, because they say this is water-based. So let's see what happens if we add water. And you can see the Posca is much more shiny. See this Posca shine? Here's the artisan. No shine. There's no shine. It's like a flat gold. It's like a flat gold. Okay, so Jean said that these are acrylic paint, not an alcohol marker. Okay. All right, so let's see. Yeah, see, that's going to move. Okay, that paint is if it's acrylic paint. Well, my acrylic paint doesn't move. When I use this, this does not move when it's dry. This does not move. So I don't know. It's not like true acrylic paint, I guess. I don't know. My acrylic paints don't move. Yours? Anybody? Okay. And the Posca is moving some, but again, I may not have let them dry. Let's do that test. Let me hit them both with the heat gun. This may not be a fair test if I did not let them dry, right? All right, let me hit them with the heat gun. Okay. Okay, that's still moving. I mean, you could actually completely blend that baby out. That is like that's blending better than the water brush markers. Okay, so this one is not. The Posca, when it's dry, it's not moving at all. So where's my pen? Where's my note-taking pen? Okay. That I don't know, Terry. Yeah, I'm just going by what it says. Xylon-free, low odor, water-based acrylic paint. Okay. So now let's test. Let's just see some other colors. I wanted to test the metallic, right? Let's test the white. See, look, that little thing, baby, caught on the lid and popped off. That's what I'm saying, people. I don't know. It's a great idea, but look, when you go to put it in the thing, look, you go to put it back in and it catches. Bam, it's caught right on there. Yeah. Not that I'm probably going to keep them in. I don't know, but anyway. Oh my goodness. I don't know, Julie. We can test it with some matte medium. But matte medium is wet. It's watery. So if you put watery stuff on watercolor or water base, it's going to smear. So, and then I say that all the time when I'm doing my collage and mixed media. I use my acrylic paint because you can matte medium over this with that when it's dry. You can matte medium over this and it's not going to smear. You can't do that with water-based medium. So you can collage and mix media with water-based inks and markers and whatnot. If you want to go test it with a fixative, take it outside, spray it, fixative, see if that works. The only thing to me worth fixativing is my pan pastels. Nothing else. I'm not going to use my super tips and go out and spray these babies with a fixative before I try to do something. I'm just not going to do it. I just know me. I'm going to use paint. If I want it waterproof, I'm going to get paint. That's just me. All right. But we can test it with the matte medium. Okay. So y'all know I use my golden matte medium in collage, but I put it in a dish soap bottle because it's just easier to flip the top. But I like to show you the jar. Put a baggie over the top so you don't glue your lid down. Okay, so we'll test another color. Okay, we won't do another. Oh, wait. I do want to test white, though. So let me get the white. I got to get all these going, too, guys. Okay, so the difference that I can feel in the shaking, this feels like, it doesn't feel like a metal thing. See, listen. See how the Posca sounds? This does not, it almost feels like this milky kind of. This feels more like it would be ink. This feels more, well, like paint, I guess. But it doesn't feel like the same thing when you shake them. Okay, so let me get the white going and I will get a piece of black paper. Hang on. Let's do a test here. And then I'll test one of the colors with the matte medium. Which Crib Haven book was that? It was, hang on. Naturescapes. Here it is. Naturescapes. Okay, so let's cut a piece of this down. Okay, I want another. I don't want to have to peel. I don't want to have to peel paper. Let's get something else. Oh, guys, I want a gold. Here we go. Okay, so I got another gold washi tape that I don't have to peel the backs from. All right, so let's do. Oh, it is. Dang it. I didn't. All right. I thought I got one that you didn't have to peel. That's all right. All right, here we go. Let's tape these down. Hi, Norma. And hi, Mary. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Thanks, everybody. We're just doing some different testing with some different supplies. I'm doing a project catch up. I got a whole bunch more stuff to show y'all that I'm working on. So I want to kind of make this one kind of quick, wrap up this, and go on to a couple other things that I want to show you. I'm trying to catch up on showing some projects. Let me finish getting this going. Let me pump it here. Pump and tap. Hi, Judy. I'm sure I'm missing people. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm tapping over here on my craft cover paper table. A lead ball and Posca metal ball. I don't know. I don't know, Kim. Should I take one apart? Do you want me to take one apart so you could see? All righty. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Okay. And again, it's got the little thing on the lid. All right. So here, let's test this. Maybe I need to get it going a little more. You know, I don't want it watery. I want it to, okay, it's really soaking into that black paper. Let's test the Posca here. Well, it's soaking in here too. We'll test it on black paint too. I can't really tell much difference. Now, this is a pointier one. So it's fine line. All right, now let's do it both on black paint because that's where I use it the most. I use it on black paint. So let's see here. Of course, I'll dry it. Okay, I need a baby wipe. I saw a cool video to use live stream to her hobby. I did do it. I don't know if you saw it, Faithful Mess. I did go to Hobby Lobby yesterday and I filmed it with Hubster. I didn't do a live. I just did a recording with Hubster on my phone. I'm trying to get used to my phone because I always record. I always do everything on a webcam. So I did finally figure out the settings on my iPhone to up the quality, but I didn't do it before the video yesterday. But I did finally go into the phone settings and up the quality in my iPhone. So next time, hopefully the quality be a little better. So Hubster and I went to Hobby Lobby. That's where I got all this stuff. If you're just coming in, I'm testing its clearance items from Hobby Lobby. And I'm blaming Janet. And when Janet does her video, her haul, she can blame Eileen. Okay, I think that's dry. All right, so now let's test it on paint. Ooh, I don't know if it's not quite, there it goes. So it may not be quite dry there. I need a fatter one. This is my fine liner one. Oh well. Okay. So over acrylic paint, they both pretty much act like white paint on paint. On cardstock, the Posca wants to soak in. And the Arteza, I mean, I keep saying Arteza. It's not Arteza. It's Artisan. Artisan. With the extra little nib on the cap. I'm going to have to just take all these. That's what I have to do is just take all these off, Janet, and put them in a little baggie. If I'm going to use these, they're going to have to, that's going to have to go. That's going to have to go. Okay. So there, I mean, that's self-explanatory. Black paint, black cardstock. Okay, so there we go. Now let's go ahead and test. Let's just quickly test a color because I gotta pump these and get them going. Let's test a pretty pink. Let's test a pink. I got to get it going, and I want to test it with and putting matte medium over because somebody requested that, so I want to do it. Okay, so let's. I love the bag. Yeah, just one, like here, like this, like this. One of these kind of things, Janet. Well, I even have, the little jewelry bags, the little baggies that you can put jewelry parts in. I got tons of those little baggies. Okay, I want to get this one going here. Yeah, but this, what's annoying is these on the cap. That's going to get in the way, especially if you put them back in the box and you're catching it. You're catching that little nib. Keep them on the cap. I mean, it's a nice idea, but practical. If you're using your stuff, you're going to take those things off. Okay, hang on, I'm getting this one going. See, it's about halfway done. So we're going to test this. Almost. Still see a little bit of dry spot on there. You should get a Ziploc and put all the, yeah, that's what I just said, Button. One of the little jewelry Ziploc bags. I have these sitting here, but I have smaller ones. This is but I have ones that are like tiny little Ziploc bags. That's what I'm going to do. Put up. See, look, I have this in my hand and it just dropped out. I don't know. The designer of this one, not so much. Okay, I think I got it going. Okay, so here is like a pinky purple color. And I have to see if they go through too. This is just a sketchbook, right? We'll dry it and see what happens. Well, we already know it's going to move. All right, let's get a pink here. Let me get my pink here. Again, a smaller. It's a little different color. I don't have that color in Posca. So I either have pink or purple. But okay, they really feel pretty much the same, to tell you the truth. They pretty much feel the same. But let's put a little more out so I can add some. This is just, I'm using one with a smaller tip here. This one just has a bigger bullet nib, which, you can get these Posca in a bigger nib too. Okay, so let's see what's going through. Nothing's going through on the Posca. This purple is starting to ghost. It's starting to go through, but it hasn't gone through. So neither one, if you're, fairly careful. Now, again, we can test this we'll test these on that lizard. Let's see what happens over here on the Creative Haven. Okay, so here is, okay, the thing I notice about the Artisan going over, it's very, and of course it's a dark color, but, I'm losing my color book lines pretty quickly there. Now let's go with the Posca here. Yeah, same thing. It's a paint. You're going to cover up your color book lines. I'm just testing out to see if it goes through. The purple one's going through a little bit. The pink, not yet. But I don't use my Posca in color books except for like a white Posca for a sparkling eye or an extra star. Some planets. I might use a Posca for some planets on top of acrylic paint. So I don't really use them in color books, but I want to show you this is just a Creative Haven piece. Yeah, the laser test. There we go. Yeah, we gotta write that down. That's good, Terry. Terry Trouble. Well, let's not write it in script. I'll just write it in. The lizard. If y'all haven't been around to know what lizard, the lizard. That's the equivalent of being put in the wingnut book today, Terry. All right, so now let's go back and test some golden matte medium. Now this is without having any. I'm just going to squeeze a little in here. This is without having any fixative on them, which I'm not taking this book outside and doing fixative right now. So, just fine. Okay. Let's just get a little brush and I will clean this brush out well. All right, so let's, okay, going over the Posca. The Posca. It's not smearing, but then the water, once it was dry, it didn't move anyway. Okay, now let's go over the Artisan. Okay, so you can see it's starting to move. I'm trying not to rub it. Now, if I rubbed it, look, it would move. Okay, let me do the pasta that one. Pasta, I'm forcing it to. It doesn't really want to, but I'm forcing it to. So either one you can make move with the matte medium. Okay, but again, it depends on what your purpose is for using these supplies. I don't use it like that. So, but there you go. Let's dry this. I just tested it, real a lot on the edges. You could probably do a quick swipe over either one and be okay. But you see me work on my collages. I've got my hands in there. My fingers are moving it around. It's no easy, like just, gentle little swish. All right. So there we go. That I'm obviously not going to test all these because see, look, you want to put that in there. It's catching on the lid. These got to go in a baggie, people. Those little extra, and maybe they didn't mean for you to keep them on the cap, but I don't know. All right, so there we go. Put that up there. All right, so there's a little bit of Posca and Artisan. I will swatch them all out later in the book. This was just a test. Me either. I've never seen acrylic move. I mean, not it doesn't move, but anyway. Okay, so anything else on these products before we move on? I wanted to show you in the journal. Again, this is my Jane Davenport. I did a complete flip through this earlier. So let me check got my checklist off here. I got a little checklist of what I wanted to go over today. Okay, my Jane Davenport, my Hobby Lobby stuff, test the paint pens, did that. Okay, so let me show you some more things on my list. Oh, let's go ahead and I got this for this, so let's do it. Let's use it. Right? This has just got a writing pen in there. All right. So these were all clearanced out at Michael's a while back. Okay, so that's my test and just general, I'm going to try to move if I come across other swatches that I've done, like I don't even have a clue where my ink tints swatches are. They're in some journal, but I've got hundreds of journals. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. All right, let's see here. I got to do, if y'all missed it on Monday, I also showed these art form papers. I got to send half of these to, they're big sheets of paper. Let me show you. They're gift wrap papers. I got these off of Amazon. Janet bought another kind from the same Pepin people. And and I've already taken them out. They were perforated, but they're gift wrap papers. And you can see how big they are. They'd also be pretty backgrounds for your show, but again, it changes the lighting. I'm trying to keep my lighting consistent. It's tricky people. It's tricky business. But anyway, so half of this goes to Janet. All right, what else do I have over here? It doesn't go there. I'll never find it again. Okay. One other thing that if y'all remember, I got a diamond painting. I got that diamond painting that I did for Boo, my granddaughter. Of the Pastel Girl, I think it was called. I did have it framed. I don't know if I can get right to a picture or not. If I have to dig too far, I won't do it. But let me go to my camera. Because, I got 4,000 pictures. Well, not quite, but I did this scrolling picture. My very first diamond painting. I bought it to test. And then, of course, I love the picture, but I gave it to my granddaughter. I had it framed in a pretty white frame which I should have a picture of it framed too. I'm scrolling, guys. Hang on. Scrolling. Got so many good pictures of the cats. I have to finish up Connie's lizard. Oh, here it is. Okay, so here it is. So here's the picture framed. Maybe if I turn down the lighting. Hang on. Let's turn down the lighting. Maybe a little. No, that's not helping. Let's turn the lighting back up. So this is the one that I had framed for Boo, my very first diamond painting. These are great pages for swatches. Yeah, swatching them. Yeah. Thank you, guys. And thanks for all the thumbs up. I always remember to ask at other people's. Give them a thumbs up. I say thank you for giving them to them. I forget to ask. All right. So I am working on another one. And I think Anne has this one too, but I think she has it in blue. So I'm working on this one, and it's almost, let's see, it's almost done. So you can see here, it's almost done. And again, I will, I don't know if Boo wants it, to tell you the truth. You know, she'll go, oh, thanks, Nana. But, you know, does she really appreciate, you know, I gave her a kit. I bought her the, what was it, the penguin? I bought her a penguin kit. I don't know if she's working on it or not. But anyway, so I'm almost done with this diamond painting. This is only my second one. If you can see those little green things, see all these pink and purple little dashes there. All that has to be, all those little marks, all those little dash marks have to be covered up with a diamond, So that's the one I'm working on. Now, I'd say this right here is probably, how many? Maybe 3 hours. But it's what's called a partial. The full-on ones are like completely covered with the little drills, right? These partial ones, you're not covering up that background of pink. That background of pink is not going to be covered up. So it's called a partial. All right, so there's that. I'm trying to catch up on all the projects that I've been meaning to show you or are in progress. All right, so I showed you that. Check that off the list. All right, the next thing I want to show you that I'm working on, it's going to be kind of hard to show this, but is my Nicholas Filbert. This is his real name. Nick Filbert is what he goes by. This is his real name. I cannot pronounce it. But this is the Let's Color Love poster. And Melody, which I hope she's sound asleep by now, sent me this huge poster. It all folds up into like this book size, right? Folds up to this size. And I'm not sure if you can get it on Amazon. Melody sent it to me from overseas, so I don't know where you can get it. You know, you have to maybe look on Amazon or look on what is it called? There's 2 different Asian Etsy shops that sell color book stuff. 70 East, or what's the other one? 70 East and Color something. So those are 2 reputable. They're 2 reputable Etsy overseas companies. It does take a while to get something from them. Like I showed you the drawing book that I got, Cool Craft. Thank you, Lisa. Cool Craft or 70 East Books. Those 2 have so far, I've never heard anybody complain other than it can take a month to 6 weeks to get something because they're ordering. It comes from Korea, but then they are getting them from Japan and China and I don't know where, right? But the Asian books, let me see here real quick. Where did I put it? I had it out to work in, and then I set it aside. Here it is. If y'all remember, a couple weeks ago, I bought this book. And it's all in, I guess is it Chinese? Japanese. Anyway, I think it's Japanese, but it could be Chinese. Anyway, does anybody can tell me what language this is? Chinese or Japanese. But anyway, it took like, I think 5 weeks to get this. It did take, bye Devin. You're welcome. Great. Sleep well. It took about 5 weeks to get this. But so don't be alarmed if it takes a month of Sundays to get a book from them. I got it from 70 East. Her name is June. But anyway, this is one of the books, the drawing, how to draw books, how to draw manga looking anime. I'd say more anime than manga. That's just, I think of this style as anime and this more manga, that's more manga. This is like here, this is more manga to me. This is more anime. These big eye girls, this reminds me of manga. This reminds me of anime. But anyway, how to draw this. Yeah. But what is this language here? Is that Japanese, Ian? It is Japanese. Okay. So there we go. So anyway, I got that. Can't read it. I mean, you can do the Google photo translator stuff if you need to. That being said, you might want to check with June at 70 East or Cool Craft Coloring on Etsy to see if you can buy this poster if you're so inclined. All right, so let me show you how far I got. This is half of it. It's huge, guys. It's a huge poster. And I'm not done, obviously, but you can see how far I've got. I'll have to tilt it so the light doesn't glare it. So this is how far I got so far. I base coated everything with Copic markers, except the back is black. No, that's even Copic as well. The whole thing, I think, is covered with first base coated with Copics, and then I'm shading with pencil on top. So if you can see the clouds there or the smoke, gosh, it just wants to flash so bad, guys. There. Okay, so look right there. You can see where it's not flashed out. That's and I'll take a good picture of it when I'm finished. So I'm going over, now that I've base coated the whole thing with Copics, I'm going back over the whole thing with shading and pencil. So far I've got all the blue, teal, smoke. Again, guys, it's wanting to flash out because it's just so big. Let me fold this up a little here so I can get this a little closer. You can see I've got this flower done there and this flower down here done. Got some of this blue ribbon stuff done down here. So this is all down in here, not this flower here, but all this right in here has been done with pencil on top of the Copics. So it's going to take a while. I've got, making progress on it. I've probably got about 8 hours into it now. I thought I could have it done in about 5 or 6, to be honest. It took me a couple, 2-3 hours to do all the Copic. And I said, well, I'll probably be able to finish it in another 5. I thought it would take me probably about a total of 8 hours. And I've already got 8 hours in it. And I've probably got at least another 3 to 5 hours to go. And I'm just guesstimating based on how fast I know I can color shade. So there's probably all total going to be 12 to 16 hours in this poster. When it's all said and done, it will probably have about 12 to 16 hours in it. And again, it's wanting to, if I hold it still, it kind of focuses in. So yeah, thank you, Sharon. So I am working on that. What I usually do with this is when I'm not working on any other specific problem, yeah, it's a problem, project, then I just sit this one out on my desk here and leave it out like on a weekend. And just whenever I walk by it, I work on it for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. Okay, so that I'm working on that. Let's see. I'm not even going to show you all the books that I have going. that would be all day. Okay, so where's my little checklist and my little focus you freak out here? Where's my pen? Here we go. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show you was my Ketsia. Okay, I was going to show you this last Monday, I think, and we never got to this. Now, a lot of y'all have seen this. This is Ketsia does miniatures, and let me see if I can tell you her exact name on Instagram, and maybe show you a couple of her pictures on Instagram. Okay, let me search out Ketsia. It's Ketsia.Elie. Elie is her name. Let me show you a couple of her projects. What a painting of that size would, with a painting of that size, I would set out about 20 hours. I just didn't think it would take me that long because I'm pretty quick with my color penciling. Portraits, because I'm doing a portrait of somebody, then I'm more careful because I have to make it look like the person. But coloring, okay, all right, so for some reason it's taking a minute to load here. Okay, so let me show you some of Ketsia's miniatures. So just so y'all can see. Come on, don't be slow loading. What's the deal? What's the deal here? Why are you? Okay, so there's some little kitchen utensils in her hand. Yeah, newbies be prepared at her. Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm gonna just try to find some that you really go, oh, wow. Okay, here's a good one. Look at this little case of books. That's a little case of miniature books. I know. So her name is Ketsia, Ketsia.Elie. She's in Brooklyn. Okay, let's see. There's just, if you go over there, you're gonna see tons. All right, here's a little chair with a little cat sitting in the chair. What else? And she's in the, Nationwide Miniature Association. Look, this is all miniature, guys. That's all a miniature little potting shed. Here's a nine picture post. Look at that bookshelf there. Terry sent me, and I still have to finish it. I got to finish that. Cut those page books, miniature books. I think it was you, wasn't it, Terry, that sent that to me? Oh, I got to finish that. See, that's another project to add to my list. Here's some food. Yeah, the miniature library. Yeah, Terry sent me a miniature library. I got about a shelf. I got a shelf full put together. Look at that miniature food. That's all. Look, there's her hand. See, look how small that is. On the tip of her fingers there. Look at that. So years ago, and I kept the letters in here. She made me a miniature studio. Now I've tilted it so everything's messed up in it now, but I'm going to tilt it for you again here. See if I can stack some of it up. So she put it in a little acrylic lid here. I'm going to take off the top. Okay, so this comes off. Here's the back wall, and then here's the letter. Let's see if I have the date in here. November 30th, 2010. So this was, almost 10 years ago. This is when I first started streaming. So the back, remember, this sits in a box here. This is the back. Now I want y'all to notice something. Here, let me zoom in. Hang on. Let's zoom in a little. This was my old business card. This is a little bulletin board. And every bit of this art on here, let me move this stuff here. Every bit of the art This is art that she took off my old blog and reproduced miniature. So this, my actual art, all this, and she put it on a little bulletin board. And again, this all sets up in the acrylic thing, acrylic cover. And it's got a little faux parquet floor. So what sits in here, let's move that up right there. What sits in the little studio, first off, is this table. Now this stuff's all glued on. But I want y'all to notice some things. She has a little laptop here. And on the laptop is my actual screen. She took a screening of our show. That's my actual laptop screen with the picture of the show. And then on top here, there is a little miniature flowers here, little miniature. Let me get something to point with here. Let me get my paintbrush. Little miniature paints. Little miniature palette and brushes and little tubes of paint. Those are all little miniature tubes of paint. My coffee and a little tea cup there. Hope it's showing up. Post-it notes. Now, mind you, that's real Post-it notes. I mean, cut down. That's, look, real Post-it notes. Glitter glue, stickles, little bottle of stickles right there. Isn't this awesome? Yes, I know, Julie Topaz. These are, there's a little pair of scissors right there. I don't know if you can, I'm trying to get it. See, there we go. See the little pair of scissors? On top of the sketchbooks that I use. Some baby wipes. Baby wipes right there. A little bundle of baby wipes. You know, we love our baby wipes. More little paint tubes all back in there. Paint jars all back in there. So let me just kind of give y'all a nice view of everything on the table. Okay. And then sitting, that goes back in the studio, sitting on the table or under the table or around the table. This was Walter, my black cat that we had for 18 years, who passed away about a year before we got the two we have now. So Walter's been gone for a while, but he was my studio cat. So I went from a black cat to two white cats. So Walter sits under the table there or by the table, wherever you want. Now, look at all this stuff. She duplicated a couple of, this one doesn't open. So we have one little sketchbook that just sits on the floor. But these were the Canson XL mixed media sketchbooks that I used all the time back, 10 years ago. These were my mixed media, art journal, studio, mixed media journals of choice. Okay. And then in each one, she duplicated what was in my journals. My painting of Dolly and my little scrapbook, my tickets and stuff from when I went to see Dolly at the High Museum. And just all different kinds of art that we had done in these sketchbooks over the year, at that time, probably about a couple of months, I'd say. So all these were done within a couple of months. All these sketchbooks on the show. So there's that one. And I just kind of stand them up under the table here. Here's another one. Aren't these amazing? Oh, I know, right? So again, more little just copies out of my sketchbooks that I guess she either grabbed, because I didn't post all of these. I didn't post all these on my blog at the time. She just had to do screenshots. She had to just do screenies of them. Okay, that's that one. Then this one. Just little pages from my sketchbooks that we did back in 2010. And then this sits on the table. This is my little scrap pile. She has actual little individual scrap pieces of paper in there. But no, they're not just any scraps. These are my scraps. These are scraps of papers that I've used from my art. All this. These are my papers. So those just kind of sit there on the table. She has a little what do you call it? A little bin, because I can't even tell you. I don't want to tell you how many bins full of scrapbook paper I have. Well, she did a little bin of individual, all different types of scrapbook papers in there. Look, they're all different. They're all different scrapbook papers. So I got a little bin of little scrapbook papers. I can sit over there. And then finally, she made a little mini portfolio. So at the time, I had drawn Mistel. If y'all know Mistel, I had drawn her children. I don't have the originals because I sent these to her. This is 10 years ago. Her kids are probably in college now. But these are two of Mistel's children that I had drawn. And she just made little miniatures of them. I know, attention to detail. I'm telling y'all, go follow her on Instagram. That's the only place I see her post anymore is Instagram. I don't see her at any streams or anything. I only see her on Instagram. And then all just little different pieces of my art that I've done over that. And here comes a cat. No, baby, no. These are all from the art journals, different art journal pages. And so she just made a little miniature portfolio for me from all my different scrapbook pages and little arts. I used to make these little 4x6. These are some of the things I sold on Etsy 10 years ago. So yeah, little miniature, my little faux business card there, and my little miniatures that I did of Mistel's kids. And then I did these are like full size, but no, baby, get down from there. Get down. What are you doing? Get down out of my paints. Come on. And then she put them all in a little portfolio here. You're going to have to get down, baby. I know you wanted that water. You can't have it. So then that just sits under there. And then the whole thing just gets, oh, wait, where's my letter? Here's. So she wrote me a nice letter when she sent it to me. She talked about what she liked. She loves art journaling, but her first love is scale miniatures. She says she's been a miniature artist as long as get down, baby, as long as she can remember. She had participated in one of our ATC swaps. Get down. So I'm just kind of visiting this. And then she said, and then finally, Walter, baby, I'm going to have to put you out. So there's Walter. That's how we would say it when he'd show up. Okay. So anyway, I keep this letter at the back of here. And let's put that little portfolio back in there. And then the whole thing is covered up so it doesn't get dusty on the inside. Like that. There we go. So yeah. Isn't that awesome, guys? I know. I love it. So I wanted to show you that because I told y'all a while back. It sits up here on a top shelf where the cats can't reach it. Well, I guess they could. They get up on our grandfather clock, but they haven't tried to get up there yet. All right, so I got that. Let me revisit my list here. Did I get everything done that I wanted to? I did the tabs on my journal, swatched the watercolor. Okay, I think, the only thing I didn't do was some bird sketches that I was going to do, my bird sketches on the scroll. But I think we've been here long enough, it's a little after 11. Ketsia tweets once in a while. Okay, Arlene. So anyway, if y'all want to try to trick her head, Janet, into coming on. I don't know if Joycey streams at 1, but if Janet wants to, she has a couple hours where she could show her haul right now. Janet? Oh, Janet. Do you want to show your haul, your Hobby Lobby haul? Yes, I'm really done. I caught up with everything other than just doing some sketching, which I'm done. Yeah, we're good. Because really today, let me back up here. Today, guys, what I had planned on doing abandoned books, but because I wanted to catch up all that stuff, show the haul, test those markers, that's it for me. Stick a fork in me, Janet. Yes, I'm done. So, yeah, give me 5 minutes to reboot my computer, and I'm over there. Give me 5 minutes because I don't want to miss it, Janet. Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, so Janet's going to come on 15 minutes. So hope everybody enjoyed that. And let me put my book back up here just so we have something to look at. Oh, you know what, though? I'll have something next time. I have 4 new books, color books coming. 4 new color books coming from Amazon. We'll cover those. Maybe that'll be a good Monday show. Because remember, guys, Monday I'm going to be only on for a couple hours because Hubster took the day off and we're doing stuff for his birthday and Father's Day, going to see the kids and all that next Monday. So it'll be a short 2-hour stream. So that'll be good. I'll show the new color books and maybe do a little coloring on Monday. And then next Wednesday, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll do abandoned books. Okay, guys, we'll see you over at Janet's. Bye.